It's the last week of the semester.
Everyone's packing and it's a little bit crazy.
I am so excited to go home.
I'm excited.
Let's go. 6:34. Yes. Dear Jesus, she's up.
I do not like getting up early in the morning.
It's coming very close to the end of the semester, and some of the students are starting to slack off a little bit. I think they're hoping we're gonna wind down as they wind down. But this morning, John T. and I have a big shock for all the students.
Rachel, are you going?
No, I'm doing my homework.
I'm not going.
I'm gonna go to morning activity and just tell her that I'm sick and then come back here and then pack because I haven't packed yet.
Mornings suck here. All right, guys, keep walking. Let's go. You have a couple more minutes of walking.
But it looks like we're having a class.
It's enough that we have to get up at freezing cold weather to go walk around the cafeteria. And then I think a lot of people were kind of shocked and like, what? We have to do exercise right now? Are you kidding me?
I'm too tired.
It's actually 6:47 on my watch.
I don't need to go to morning activity to lose a bunch of weight. I've already lost a bunch of weight.
Do you want to lose more weight?
If you're gonna continue to question me, I'm just gonna block you out. Or you can just go.
Do you want a 0 on your transcript?
There we go.
Come back in a little bit. Should be getting moving. Everybody else is up.
Yo, I was like, I'm sick. The coach was like, you don't look sick. I was like, I am.
Where'd Sasha go? She's like pieced out without telling anyone. Sasha has come to class and said she's sick when I know she's not, and left. So I'm gonna go back and get Sasha and see who else I can find while I'm over there.
Get to class. You are not coming in here and failing a class because you want to straighten your hair before you go home.
Do you see my?
I also see you not in bed and not sick. Get to class. You will not fail this class. It is not acceptable.
Okay. Early morning PT, I decided not to go too. And Coach Nicole like busted in the room. It was so horrible.
I'm not leaving until you leave with me. We are going to class together. This is your last unexcused, Sasha. We talked about your grade. If you do not come today, you fail the class and cannot make it up.
Morning PE is definitely not voluntary. Like you have to go every single morning, and you get a grade for it. So it's just like gym at school. So if you don't go, you get marked absent, and that's like points off your grade.
Why aren't you in class?
Because I'm doing homework and I haven't.
Not acceptable. It's class time. You had 2 hours of study hall yesterday. Put your shoes on, get to class.
Rachel her pants because Coach Nicole, like, no lie, she was so scared.
Why aren't you in class? I'm packing. Not acceptable. You've had so much time to pack. You've had free time. You've had study halls. You've had time in your room. Put your shoes on, get to class. You need to be there. Let's go.
How am I supposed to get ready?
If you have to be late to breakfast, that's one thing. If you're not coming to class, that's another, and that's not okay. Put your shoes on, let's go. Rachel, why are you still in your bed? I'll be back here in 3 minutes. I expect everyone to be out of this room.
I feel like if I stay quiet enough, she's still woken up.
Leah's in here too? Where's Leah?
Oh my God!
Leah, let's go. Why are you still in your bed? Out of your bed, let's go. Socks on, shoes on, let's go.
Socks.
I don't care. Put on those socks. Here, have some socks. Put them on, let's go. Welcome.
You're not participating.
Well, you can at least walk at the very minimum.
John T's here. That's never a good sign. I will seriously sprint out of here if we are doing some extreme math class.
We're gonna do a fitness belt little tournament this morning. Go get on a mat, and then we'll figure out the rest of you from there. I ran what we call the belt challenge. The person who has the best performance in the belt challenge wins the belt and gets to take it back to their dorm room with them.
Do we have to do the fitness belt then?
That's what I always tell you.
All right, you guys, people need to grab the
The competition involved some squat jumps, a little bit of abs, high knees, all that good stuff he likes to do.
3, 2, 1, stop.
I won the championship!
I don't think there's anything better than to go home for winter break after being at Wellspring for 4.5 months and say, hey, Mom and Dad, look what I've done. I've won this belt.
Oh, you did it.
Later on, you'll take a picture of Coach Nicole and I. We'll be like,
I won that championship belt. I mean, it's cool, but I'm not a competition type of person. But I did win.
Most of the students are returning for spring semester. However, 3 are leaving at the end of this semester. Scotty, Emily, and Rachel. We're sad to see them go, but we're excited for them. Hope they'll be successful.
Sometimes we have students that leave Wellspring before they've reached their goal weight. Often for financial or other family reasons, students won't have the funds or the support that they need to make it all the way to the end.
I've been at Wellspring for almost a year. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go home for good. Just because I'm done with Wellspring doesn't mean I'm done with the program. I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life so I don't gain my weight back. I'm so sure about the fact that I want to be on program the rest of my life because I don't want to be big again.
I'm not gonna see these people anymore. And I've gotten so close to them, you know, they're almost like family now. It's upsetting to leave my new family. When I first came here, I was kind of like, all right, well, I'm leaving home. I'll give it a try, though. You know, hopefully it will be a life-changing experience, and it definitely has been.
keep your guard up. Don't drop your guard. Boom, boom. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's it.
I'm having mixed thoughts about leaving. I mean, I want to leave because then I get to go home and see my friends and my family, but I won't get to see some of these friends anymore. And, you know, it's just kind of a good feeling, I guess you could say, that I'm leaving, but a bad feeling as well.
Come on.
I made the ultimate decision to come here to make myself better and to just get away from the bullies.
Get low.
I'm going back to school, but I feel a lot more confident about it because I know how to deal with them. And they really don't have anything on me anymore because I've done this.
2, last one. Make it count, straight.
Rachel's going to be returning to the environment that led her to be here in the first place. So there are concerns about, you know, if you're going back to the same environment, how are you going to manage that?
I have been bullied, I have been taunted, and it's not a good place to be in. You know, it's very hurtful. It brings down your self-esteem a lot.
When you're being teased, it's almost like a scar on your heart.
Turning to food after being bullied was definitely one thing that contributed to my weight gain because, you know, it's just a stress reliever.
You know how last year I would always carry my huge bags around and I would always end up bumping the seats with my hips. Comments like she can't even fit on the bus or whatever, something like that. And you know, it hurt a lot.
I really do think they somewhat have a conscience that they wouldn't really say it to your face.
Yeah.
But some people will.
Bullying is a tricky one because there's so many emotional scars attached to that. So in this environment, you can feel very confident, very self-assured that you're going to be able to handle it. But when push comes to shove, are the skills really there? Hey, Rachel, how you doing? So, you're ready to make your final exit.
I am. I do have to say I'm pretty excited.
You look excited. I'm excited for you. This is big doings. You know, one of the bigger concerns for you before you came was some of the bullying that you experienced. Can you give me an example so I understand what you mean?
The comment of like, you look like you're pregnant with twins. That one hurt a lot.
How do you think you're different now from how you were then?
Quite a few ways, actually. I think I'm more confident.
JC, stand up, turn around. I'll tell you when. Okay, stop, throw straight out.
And I also think that I'm able to stand up for myself now. I think I was very, very, very quiet before, and now I'm not loud, but I'm way more outgoing than I was before.
What?
7.5.
I'm pretty excited for you. You sound like you're feeling confident about your ability to handle this, and I think you're going to do great.
Thank you.
Well, one of the things that bullies do is target the meek and the mild and the people that don't seem to have any supports and that are off by themselves, which is who Rachel was before she was here. But now she's leaving here a much more self-confident person who does feel equipped to stand up for herself. Okay, as you know, it's very, very important to us here at Wellspring that we promote and maintain emotional safety. The majority of students who come to Wellspring have experienced bullying to some degree. Today, we have an internationally renowned expert on bullying. It's a pleasure to introduce to you Barbara Coloroso. Welcome, Barbara. Good to see you.
Thank you. Pretty much everyone here at Wellspring has been bullied. A lot of them are on medications or have seen therapists because of it, and I myself have done the same.
It truly is a joy and an honor to be here. So we got to look at what bullying really is. Bullying is about getting pleasure from somebody else's pain. Bullying is about being mean and cruel at the expense of another human being. You know that adage, sticks and stones may break my bones? But words will never hurt. It's a lie. Have any of you been targeted verbally that you would be willing to share?
So?
They called you that. Why? To get pleasure from your pain? To watch you be upset? Absolutely. That's what bullying is. And verbal bullying is devastating. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk about bullying scenarios that you have been through. Anyone here want to share their story? Scotty? Yeah, come on up.
Coming up. There's one thing I've never told anyone, especially my mom.
Not easy. It's okay. It's okay.
And later.
Scotty did leave earlier than I recommended he leave.
To be honest, I don't care what they think.
Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk about bullying scenarios that you have been through. Anyone here want to share their story? Scotty? Yeah, come on up. Okay, Scotty.
I mean, it all started out in 5th grade. There was a new kid that came to school, and he just started saying that I was really overweight and I could never do anything right. He flat out told me that my mom was fat, and that was why I was fat, and we were both gonna die. And
oh, how kind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I've never told anyone, especially my mom. I went to the bathroom, and they cornered me, and they flat out told me that this whole school would be better if you weren't here. I got to the point in 8th grade and 7th and 8th grade where I just didn't want to go to school. I would beg my mom to not make me go to school. There was a bullying story I told that I had never told anyone before, and I don't know what it was. There was just something about Barbara that made me feel comfortable with telling her. And it just, after I'd said it, it just felt like there was a huge weight that was just lifted off my shoulders.
You said so many things that are so common here and so common in bullying, and I hope you see that now, that this is nothing you deserved and that it's their problem, not yours. So thanks for your story. Yeah. Now, you're all going on a journey. going back to your own schools, many of you. Some of you have lost a tremendous amount of weight, but a lot of kids are going to see you the way they saw you when you came here. And you're going to have to stand up for yourself. Would you mind coming up? You spent all this time losing the weight, getting yourself healthy, feeling good about where your head is, ready to take on this new journey. And I nail you, because so you think you lost weight, you think you're pretty, you're not. You don't want to be passive. Oh, please stop. You don't want to be aggressive. Well, it takes one to know one. They'll clean your clock. But you can be assertive. So one of the things you could say is, that was mean, or that was cruel. I don't need this. I'm out of here. What I want you to notice, I didn't say you're mean, you're cruel. I want to deal with the behavior and then take care of myself. So hands out of the pocket, shoulders rolled back, take a deep breath, and what are you going to say to me?
That was mean. I don't need this. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that expression is good. You're showing with that facial expression, not that you're hurt, but that you're, hey, disappointed, disgusted. Yeah, who needs this? Who needs this? Do you need it? Anybody here need it? None of us need it. Okay. Anybody over here ever been the target of a bully? I did ask the teachers to talk because I knew that some of them had been targeted themselves and had come through on their own journey. And I wanted the kids to know that it is okay to cry, that it is okay to relive that pain, but from the framework of we can get through this.
I took a lot of bullying when I was little. They actually held me down and kicked me up under the chin. They just told me it was because I was ugly, I was overweight.
I was bullied from the Japanese community who was already there when I got to the United States. And also bullied by the American people who just looked at me like, well, this kid doesn't speak English, so they beat me up.
I remember going into the cafeteria and trying to find a seat. Jesse, don't you get it? You're just not wanted here. What do you do with that? How do you say anything to not be so vulnerable, to not give them more ammunition against you?
It was shocking to hear Miss Jessie's story or Coach Hitty's story or Coach Crystal's story, because you look at them now and you don't see that side of them. I agreed to share my story because I felt that it would benefit the students.
Not easy. It's okay. It's okay.
Coming up.
She just comes up behind me and goes, I hear your brother's gonna die.
But I'm going to teach you some basic stances, some basic footwork, and some basic strikes.
I agreed to share my story because I felt that it would benefit the students.
Not easy. It's okay. It's okay. And tears are always okay. Yeah.
All right, so I was in 6th grade and my brother got in a really bad car wreck and almost died. I shut myself off to the world. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't know if I was going to have a brother the next day or in 3 months. I just shut myself off from the world, and so I got teased a lot for being quiet. I was very vulnerable. I was a very easy target because I was very emotional about the situation. And then people found out about it, and finally I started trying to get back into like social life, and I was at the ice rink and there's this girl behind me that was just not very nice, and she just comes up behind me and goes, I hear your brother's gonna die. I hear your brother's gonna die, like.
not easy. It's okay. It's okay.
I was surprised that Coach Nicole decided to share that story. It was hard to watch.
How did you move beyond that?
It wasn't until I was in 7th grade that my brother finally came out of his coma and got into rehabilitation, and I slowly started opening myself back up. I had to confront people, and it took so much courage for me to actually stand up to everyone and say, listen, my brother is just fine, and I don't need this, and I don't need to hear you talk about this, and I'm gonna go. And it took until I had the strength to confront people till I could start healing.
Bullying is something that doesn't just last the 4 years you're in high school. It's not just something that lasts that day. Like when you bully someone and you taunt someone, you can leave a lifelong scar with that person. And I think some of the kids realized that when they saw how hard it was for me to talk about that.
It was definitely like a lot of emotions that day in that room, like a lot of tears and stuff. To hear their stories, it was like a shock, and it was like, it shows that they're like real people, but like it was good to hear that like others have been through that.
It was kind of eye-opening to see how cruel just some people can be. And it's really sad because it's unnecessary and sick. I think we're the only species in the world that enjoy hurting others, which is really sad.
Thank you for sharing your stories. Don't hold it in. Don't keep it to yourself. Thank you for being with us today.
Tonight, we have a special treat for you guys. To go along with bullying, we have gotten in a martial arts expert. Yay! Tonight, we're switching up PT and bringing in a martial arts expert to teach the kids some basic self-defense in order to neutralize bullying situations.
And our goal tonight is to give you a little bit of a boost in self-confidence that, you know what, hey, it's not so bad. I don't have to let a bully take control. I don't have to let them scare me. You can take charge of your own situation. I'm gonna teach you some basic stances, some basic footwork, and some basic strikes. Right, left, right. We're teaching them self-defense from kind of the bully-proof aspect. So teach them how to take control and be responsible for themselves, take control of the situations that a bully wants to control, but let them have fun doing it.
Ah, my hair!
Coach Nicole was pulled in to be the bully.
Who's gonna be my bully? Oh, here's my bully. Okay.
Okay,
You're gonna be my bully.
What up? I'm back.
And then out of nowhere, he flipped her around. It was hilarious.
She comes up here and she grabs me by the shirt. What we're gonna look at.
Oh, God!
I was like, and everybody else was like, woo!
Ooh, he laid her out. Coach Cole's done.
She was taken to the ground a couple times. Few times. Like 8. When she hit the deck once, they thought it was karma for the tire challenge.
Go, go, go!
And then she hit it again, and I was like, all right, that's for getting me up at 6 in the morning.
Good morning, Carson.
And she did it again, and I was like, 2-mile run down Lambs Creek at 6 in the morning. I was like, yes, man, nature loves me.
Who wants to be the bully?
I want to see John T. in that.
When John T. was asked to be the bully, I felt my heart rate shoot up to 150.
John T. demonstrated being the bully in a situation when the bully comes up behind you and grabs you in a chokehold.
There you go.
Take him down. Take him down.
And it was funny because Don't think he acts like a tough guy, but inside he's a little soft.
I don't mind losing once in a while. I think it's good, healthy. You need a healthy dose of losing. And he just does not like losing. There's more to life than PT.
The kids did great tonight. They were energetic. They came in with a positive attitude. They were willing to try new things that maybe they weren't comfortable with, but they jumped on there, and they've got the ability to do whatever they want. Just stick to it. They'll have no problems. Everybody in tight. Everybody in tight. Come on. Hands in the center. Okay? Do you really believe in yourselves?
Yes!
Can you do what you set your mind to?
Yes!
Okay, everybody on 3. I believe. 1, 2, 3. I believe.
Come on in. Hey, Emily, come in. Can't believe it, huh? Last session. Well, let's talk a little bit about where you started off and where you are now.
When I started, I was really homesick.
What are you thinking about?
Being home with my family. I don't want to be away from my family anymore. I just did not want to be here. I hate you.
Miss Liz will say, you know what? She's doing great.
No, they want your money. They're not going to say that.
You, I think, started off initially in the frustration stage, remember?
Yeah.
So for a long time, we were kind of thinking, okay, when's this acceptance stage going to kick in? Do you remember when that happened and kind of what shifted in your mind at that point?
This year, I sort of accepted being back here, even though I didn't really want to.
I'm proud to say that you've gotten to this point after an extremely long journey.
If you're too big for this world, people notice. They make fun of you.
Emily up.
Emily, through the finish! Oh! Go, Emily!
You're almost done with it. You just need to make it through this last little leg of the race, and you've gotten there. What's that feel like?
Just to hear you say, I think you're ready to go home is that's crazy.
You thought it'd never happen, right?
Yeah.
You thought I'd say, Emily, you're gonna live here the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Come here, give me a hug. Good job, Emily.
We used to do this game when I was a kid called High and Low. You ever play the game? So, last 11 months, what was your low?
When I first got here, because I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know anyone here. To be honest, I didn't trust anyone here because I didn't know anyone. I just met them, and it was just a really tough time for me.
I need you to be strong again. Come on. You can do it.
I would have a very, very, very hard time leaving the West Coast where I grew up at your age and coming out here and giving up everything I know and get into that culture shock, let alone living in a dormitory environment with multiple roommates from people all over the country.
It's time for activity, man. It's gonna be late again.
What was your high?
When I ran my first 5K, it was a real big high because I never saw myself running at all, to be honest. Crossing that finish line was the best feeling I've ever had.
Awesome job.
Cool, man. So the 5K were your biggest high?
No.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. My biggest high was when I hit my 100-pound mark.
7.5.
Yes!
Hello?
Hi, Mom. I've officially lost 100 pounds.
So here's the deal. You're gonna go home now. You're lighter, and you're definitely more athletic. Definitely more athletic. You're gonna be all right, bud.
Today's the final weigh-in of our semester. Many of our students are departing, and this last weigh-in will be the number that kind of gauges their entire weight loss.
It's a little bit upsetting, but it's also a little bit exciting.
Coming up.
You know, a lot of people are expecting you to fail.
To be honest, I don't care what they think.
When a student leaves against clinical recommendation, it's so sad.
Today's my last day, and you know, it's a little bit upsetting, but it's also a little bit exciting because I get to go home.
Hello. Right, so it's your final weigh-in. All right, you lost 2 pounds. Good job. That's a nice way to head out of here.
When I came here, I was 250 pounds, and that was the highest I've ever been, so I was pretty, you know, upset with myself. But now I'm just ecstatic.
Today is a very exciting day. We are actually saying goodbye to Rachel.
When a student comes to Wellspring and loses a whole bunch of weight, sometimes it's hard for them to appreciate how much they've really lost. So by actually physically carrying it around the cafeteria, they truly learn to appreciate how much work they've done and how much weight they've lost.
This is heavy!
Rachel has lost 62 pounds in 18 weeks, and that is a great accomplishment.
I constantly think about where would I be now? You know, if I never came to Wellspring, where would I be? So Wellspring is life-changing, and it's phenomenal. I have changed a lot.
Okay, let's go.
Now I'm so confident that I'm gonna keep my exercise up. I'm just confident in myself. I look in the mirror, you know, a little bit, not gonna lie, a little bit conceited, just a little, you know, kind of like, ooh, my butt looks good in this, and then kind of like, all right.
That's insane.
Yeah. Everything about her has improved, and to bring that home with us and just have her there is just, it can't be better. It can't be better. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day for us. Our biggest reason for bringing her to Wellspring was it was a controlled place where she could really learn and understand where we all went wrong.
Nowadays, I see myself as not necessarily healthy yet, but getting there. It's exciting because I'm going home, you know, for good. I get to see family and friends, but you know, it's like, whoa. You know, I'm leaving family and friends.
Scotty!
Yo!
Done packing?
Yep.
Nice. So how you doing? Are you excited to go home?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, I'm kind of having mixed feelings though, because like I want to go home, see my friends, my family, but part of me doesn't want to leave because I mean I've met so many awesome people here, and just I might not ever get to see them again.
How do you think you're gonna do this time when you go home?
You know, I'm gonna try my hardest. I know I can do it. I know I can. I just have to apply myself.
You know, a lot of people are expecting you to fail. You know, that's the truth right now. Like, a lot of people feel like, you know, you're gonna go back and gain weight back and then come back here possibly. You know what I mean? That's what people are expecting.
Katie told me basically that there's some people that doubt me and they don't think I'm gonna succeed. And you know, it hurts to know that there's people out there that think I'm gonna fail and think I'm not gonna do anything, but it just gives me that a little bit more drive to just wanna prove them wrong. This is your last weigh, it's kind of a mixture of happiness and nervousness. Yeah, I'm hoping to lose at least 3 pounds.
Final weigh-in. Whenever you're ready. You lost 7 pounds. Good job. It's a good note to end on.
I lost 7 pounds. It's amazing. It's awesome. That makes me 246.5. I haven't been that in a long time.
Hey, what's happening? I heard you had a big loss this morning. How much did you lose?
7 pounds.
7 pounds. That's pretty incredible. That's awesome. I know you were on plan. What do you attribute that to?
I just tried a lot harder and got some extra activity.
Really? All right. Well, man, I mean, you see, that's a pound a day. That's awesome. Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you.
Excellent.
If I had never come to Wellspring, I don't think I would be standing here right now. You know, that's just the hard truth. I don't think I would be alive right now. Wellspring literally saved my life.
It's already Christmas and my birthday all wrapped in one today because I got the best present, and that's my son coming home healthier, happier, and back to the young man that I knew he could be. Did you weigh in today?
Yeah, I lost 7 pounds last week. So I'm under 250. I'm at 246.5.
This is awesome!
I'm so grateful for all the staff here that have ever helped me.
You did great. You really did. I hope that you carry this with you your whole life. Do you know how hard it is to go 1,000 miles away?
I just want to say thank you for everything you've done to help me.
It was all you, man. You got it all in there already. You know that, right?
Gonna miss you.
Been a long year, but well worth it. Well worth it, because if we hadn't found this place, I don't know where Scott would be right now, so.
He kept at it, he's come a long way. So you can be really proud of him.
Man, you have worked very hard.
Thank you.
Keep this up at home, man.
All right, I will.
You can do this.
I will.
You know all this stuff.
I'll definitely keep in touch with you through my mom's email address. So.
Scotty hasn't quite reached his goal weight yet, but in talking to he and his mother, they're both very confident that he's going to be able to continue his journey and reach that goal weight while at home. I struggle with that idea, and it was my hope that Scotty was going to stay through the spring semester until he reached that goal weight and had a chance to maintain for a while, but he did leave earlier than I recommended he leave.
It's very important that we raise this money so that Scott can continue with his journey at Wellspring.
His mother are very confident he's going to be successful at home, and I certainly hope that that's the case.
I don't know if the staff at Wellspring think I'm ready or not. To be honest, I don't care what they think.
I think that when a student leaves against clinical recommendation, there is a sense of frustration, because as a clinician, you have a pretty good idea that the student is not ready, and the likelihood is that they're not going to be successful if they leave against clinical recommendation. And that's just sad. It's so sad.
I would be really upset if in 6 months I see myself gained weight back, and that would upset me a lot. So it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen.
Okay, I lost a pound.
This is your kind of departing number, and
That's so good. Okay, I'm really happy.
Emily, I want to wish you the best of luck, and we'll miss you.
Well, it feels really good just to know this is my final weigh in. I'm going home today. I'm really happy I lost a pound. So the total weight loss is 70 pounds. I'm gonna cry, but it's okay.
It's been a pleasure to watch Emily's progress here at Wellspring, and as she leaves today on a good note, I'm optimistic that she'll be successful.
My dad's just arrived, and we are getting ready to leave. I'm feeling really good. I'm ready to go home. I've been pretty much looking forward to the day I go home for good for a long time. It's finally happening, and basically how I look at it is I've been running a marathon, and right now I'm like done with it, like I finished it.
It's been a long journey here at Wellspring. It's been a year. I think being here this year, she really grew up. She's changed her body. She's changed her relationship with food.
1.5 pounds, 2.5 pounds, 3.5, pound and a half.
The overall effect has been tremendous.
I have the best surprise for you ever. We'll be right back. In this box is all the weight you've lost. We're gonna march this little present
right out to your dad.
Daddy, come here. I got this for you.
Oh my God, what is that?
It's all the weight I've lost here.
It's amazing when you hold it yourself how much weight she's really lost.
I'd say good luck, but you don't need luck, okay? You know everything you need to do.
I will miss JT, and I'll coach Nicole. I'll miss all the staff here. I don't know, they've all impacted my life in one way or another.
Can you smile?
High five. Thank you. Good job, Emily.
When I go home, I'm gonna make different choices about everything I do in my life. And it's all because of when I came to Wellspring, I changed my outlook on every single thing. Not just my food and my exercising, but how I approach people and how I approach life.
On the next episode of Too Fat for 15, Fighting Back.
You think this is entertaining? I'd like to see you do it.
Everyone here bullies me.
You are in here. You are here to work your tails off because you came to Wellspring for a reason, to get to a higher level of fitness.
Oh no.
Quit feeling sorry for yourselves and do the work.
This has to be the most gum I have ever confiscated.
The pizza delivery guy just showed up and the students freaked out. They aren't used to seeing that type of temptation.
I ate 6 cookies, 17 brownies, 2 pizzas, and 8 subs.
What?